These right here, that's what we'll talk about in this video. Stick around. Brand new 1200 series from Audio Dynamics. These literally just got in from the build house, and I have the first sample from the first box of the first pallet right here for a little insider show and tell. I did a quick unboxing back at the office just to verify the TS parameters, and I'm happy to report that the figures on the side of the box, near as makes no difference, match the payload. So let's get right to it, starting with the 10. Right away, it is shallow. 3.81 inches worth. Its predecessor, the 1100 Series 10, had earned some incredible feedback over the past 3 years and who managed to reduce its profile down to what you see here without sacrificing performance. To the contrary, both the suspension compliance and the moving mass have been readjusted for improved efficiency in sealed applications, by a margin of nearly 3 decibels. Speaking of which, don't forget to check out my sealed versus ported video for some more context on this. Links down below. Power-wise, this sub will perform in as little as 100 watts. You can think of it as the electrical equivalent of really good fuel efficiency, although it will handle upwards of 300 watts for a more dynamic performance. Moving on to the 8, and there's a bit of a backstory here. So initially I was asked to come up with an 8-inch subwoofer that would excel in sealed enclosures and by extension infinite baffles. Nothing else. We already had the 1100 Series 8 as our go-to vented subwoofer, so this would have been its sealed-centric counterpart. At first, the idea was to make it this shallow. In fact, what I'm holding here is an early prototype. Nothing wrong with it physically, it just didn't perform. There's a reason why 8-inch subs don't generally do well in sealed enclosures, and it has to do with how little piston area they have to affect the surrounding airspace. It takes a fair bit of electromechanical wizardry to control the cone just so, bringing it into balance with the acoustic suspension behind the cone and the listening space in front of it. Long story short, I needed more room for the wizardry, hence the deeper basket. Form follows function, yet it's still less than 4 inches deep. So we tested it, and in addition to it sounding really good sealed, it could also do everything that the 1100 Series 8 could do vented, right down to the hyper-efficient 6th order arrangements. These are the proverbial Swiss Army knives of subwoofers. They both do really well as infinite baffle drivers, so if your factory subwoofer location just happens to be a rear deck and you're looking for an upgrade, this would be a substantial one. If you've been wanting to put a sub behind or beneath the rear seat of your pickup, again, these are engineered to sound big in small sealed volumes. The 8 will come alive given as little as 0.27 cubic feet, and the 10 will make do with 0.6. Finally, if space isn't an issue and you're just looking for that guess what's in my trunk level of performance given 200 or 300 watts per sub, the 1200 series model quite nicely in bass reflex, bandpass, horn-loaded, and transmission line enclosures. There's already a plan for a series of build videos showcasing these subs in a number of interesting high-output designs. As it stands, these are available in a single forum configuration, but there is a dual forum version on the way, along with a brand new 12. I'll do a video on that once I have a production model to show on camera, but in the meantime, thank you for watching, thumbs up for more production announcements, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!